Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one, millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook public or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to do a very short tutorial on a 3D flower, which has been created already a couple of years ago. And there's a member that is creating that specific doily. I'll try to see if I can pin the picture up. Some of you will recognize the pattern. A lot of you have created. She's having a very hard time with it. Some people have a hard time with certain patterns and some take it very easily. So I'm just going to do the flower and the edging, which is perfect for any other creation you want to do. For any other pattern, okay? This is to help her out. It's the only way I can reach out to her and show her, you know, where she's missing out. Normally, you would slow down the video, or you can touch your iPad or your tablet with your 2 fingers and zoom in the screen, and you can see it as you slow down the video. Also helps. But we're going to do this for her, so I hope you understand this time, my dear. It's the only thing I can do to help you out. Okay, so, and I'm going to try to go as slow as I can so you can understand. So I'm using 100% cotton thread, 4 ply. I'm going to do my magic circle, coming in and slip stitch to secure it, and then back in again with a single and 2 chain. I'm going to continue to do 15 more double crochets. With that single and 2 chain will be 16 double crochets inside of my magic circle. So continue your 16 double crochet, and then we're going to hook it on the 2nd chain if you did a single 2 chain, or if you did your 3 chain. Normally how you do your double crochet, I don't know, but you know how it is when you close it up. You hook it on the last one. I've done my 16 double crochet. I'm going to pull into that magic circle, and I'm going to pass my thread to the front from that magic circle so I can put my bead in. I'm going to close with slip stitch. Now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain for double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain. Actually, altogether 5 chain only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only this first time I'm going to skip 2 stitch. Okay, so I'm going to skip this one and this one, and I'm coming into that 3rd stitch with a single, and only this first time. Next time we're only skipping 1. When we come back around, we will need to work on the last ones here. 1, 2 chain or 3 for your double crochet. I've turned around my pattern, turn around, so I've done 2 chain for the size of my double crochet, and I'm going to work inside of this 5 chain with 12 double crochets total. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 double crochets total. I'm going to turn to the front again. This is the right side where I have my string. And I'm going to come and work once you've turned around. We are not working on this first stitch that we skipped. Remember, we skipped 2. We're going to use this for the last paddle that we're going to create at the end. I'm going to come directly inside of that second one, pulling my thread through that paddle and doing a single. Okay, so basically we have the first paddle created. 5 chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Now this time we're only skipping 1 at a time, so this is used, don't get it mixed up. Skip 1 into the next one with a single. Now you can do your 3 chain going up now, or you can turn around directly already to the back and do your 3 chain. I'm going to do only 2, it's enough for me, and continue to do those 12 double crochets again, creating the second paddle. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Turning back to the front, okay, however you want to turn it, the other way, this way. So coming back into the front, I am coming into that one we skipped, going right through it and into the middle of that paddle. Okay, I hope it's making sense. So I'm going to bring my thread to the front. This is going to curve, coming in into that paddle, that one we skipped, and doing a single. Okay, so now we have the second paddle. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not using the one that's used. We're skipping 1 and doing a single. I'm doing my 2 chain. I'm turning back to the back and continuing to create those 12 double crochets. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Turn back to the front. I think it's easier this way so you can already flip your paddle. Okay. And where we skipped that chain coming in, doing single, and your 5 chain again. So I'm on my last 5 chain. So remember we had skipped that very first one. Remember I said we're going to need it at the end. So we have that one skipped right there. We're going to come from behind and bring our string to the back so we can work properly on it. Okay, like that. So now we've pulled our thread to the back and we're going to work on that last 5 chain. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to do a single and 2 chain this time for my double crochet because I'm working from the back. I had to pull the thread. Continue to do those 12 double crochets so we can have our 8 paddles. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So now we're going to turn back to the front. Okay. Now, normally we'd be closing here, but I don't want that. I want that to close properly. So I'm going to stretch my thread a bit and I'm going to come between, again, on that same first double crochet right under the paddle there, so it can close up properly. Bring my thread to the back because we need the thread in the back. Just pass your thread back here. And you have your paddles properly closed. Just pulling into like that. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. We need exactly 8 for the project, for that centerpiece. Okay, so now we're going to do chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Depending upon your tension, if you're a loose crocheter, then do a chain 4. Right on the paddle, right here, you come from the middle there, right at the edge of the paddle, we're going to do a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, come in the middle. We have that single that we started. And do a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain. Again, come in the middle of the next one. And right at the corner, we have that single that we closed in when we did those 5 chains, if you recall. So we're creating these little loops in the back. We need 8 of them. So I've done my 8th one, the last one, and we have our string right on the next one here. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. And I'm going to do a total, so that's my first double crochet, of 7 double crochets. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to do chain 2, coming back in the same one, and single into the next 5 chain, single, 2 chain. Continue to do 7 double crochets. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We started with single, 2 chain. Last one, 2 chain and single, same way as we started. Have 2 petals already. Single into the next 5 chain and 2 chain. So my first double crochet. Continue to do your 7 double crochets on that 5 chain behind your first petals. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 2 and a single on the same stitch. Do your 8 petals all the way around. So I'm on to the last double crochet, my 2 chain and my single. I'm going to come on that very first one I've done, where I started the single and 2 chain, and pull that thread to the back. And I'm going to cut my thread. I'm going to tuck in my loose ends in the back. So I have my 8 petals in the back now. The string is so long, it's getting annoying. Okay, so now you would just tuck in your loose ends of the petal chain that you did in through those loops back here. And this is perfect to create use it on any pattern, glue it, or do a granny square, whatever the case may be. Okay, so I'm going to cut the excess off. And now I'm going to do the beginning of the leaves. So I'm going to use this green, and I'm going to do a slip stitch knot, and I'm going to work. So we have our paddle here, the back paddle. I'm going to come just in right on that center there and do a single and 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to come back into that same stitch with a single, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, doing my little leaves back into the same one with a single, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain back into the same one and single. So I have 5 chain on the first one, 7 and 5. I'm going to do 1 chain only, but if your tension is tight, you can do a 2 chain. And I'm going to come behind this paddle, and I'm going to grab 2 little loops back here and slip stitch just to secure that. 1 chain and loose. I'm not tightening it. So I'm going to come behind here again, right behind here, and do single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Create those leaves again back into that same stitch, single, and do a chain of 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain into the same one, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain into the same one, single. So now I have my second pair of leaves. Chain 1. I'm going to come behind, not really counting the stitch, more or less in the middle, wherever you think the middle is. And I'm going to come and grab 2 little stitches here. And I'm going to do a slip stitch, 1 chain. Again, I'm going to come back here like that, right in the center between the paddles, and create again your leaves. So always behind, so you come from behind and just, into pretty much the side there. You want to just get it in there and do your leaves, okay? Again, get it in, do your leaves. Very simple. So I'll meet you at the end. Chain 5, chain 7, chain 5, 1 chain, hooked into 2 little loops here in the center where I think the center is. Okay, and then again, continue 1 chain into the next one. So you slip stitch into the center here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So my flower is done. Of course, it needs to be fixed, but we still have to work around it. So that's our next step. Okay, everyone. So I'm coming in with my yellow. And I'm coming in the middle of that 7 chain leaf. Remember we did 2 of 5 and 1 of 7. So right in the middle, coming in from the back, we're going to try that again. Get you a little bit even more close up to make sure that you are understanding. So we have that 7 chain we did of the leaf. So basically I'm coming underneath here and doing a single. Not going to worry about this thread now, or you can tuck in as you go. Once we've done the single, I'm going to do 1, 2 chain, or you can do a 1 chain. Where we did the slip stitch, so where we did the slip stitch, I'm coming on top of that slip stitch, and I'm going to do, okay, 1, take out 2, take out 2. So your first double crochet, not 1. I'm going to do 2 double crochet. So I'm creating shells of 2 double crochet, chain 2, coming back in that same slip stitch, 1, 2 double crochet. So I have my first shell, chain 2 or chain 1 for you. I don't know your tension. Coming again in the middle of that 7 chain leaf from behind to the bottom and creating that single, okay, in the middle of that 7 chain leaf, chain 2, again where we have that slip stitch, we're going to create a shell of 2 double crochet. Goodness, exactly how we've done here. Okay, 1, 2 double crochet, chain 2, coming back in that same stitch, 1, 2. So I have 2 shells now, chain 2, in the middle from the back into the bottom, single. So in the middle of that 7 chain, 2 chain, creating my 3rd shell, coming in that slip stitch that I've done. If you've done a single, even better. I should have done a single, but I didn't. I did a slip stitch. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm creating my 3rd shell. So doing my 2 double crochets, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. Okay, chain 2 in the middle of that 7 shell leaf into the bottom, and single, chain 2, coming to that slip stitch again and creating my 4th shell, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. And I'm going to complete the rest. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shells of 2 double crochet and a single in between the 7 chain leaf into the bottom, into the back. Okay, so I've done my 8th shell, my 2 chain, and I'm coming in that very first one I've done with a slip stitch. I'm going to come back in and do a single and 1 chain. Coming in the center, if your tension's tight, you can do a 2 chain. I'm doing a shell now on the same shell with 3 double crochets, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochets. Over the shell that we did with 2. Now it's 3, 2 chain, and 3, 1 chain, and doing a single on top of my single behind that 7 chain leaf. 1 chain, coming back in that shell and doing 3 double crochets. Miss Jane, I hope this helps you out. It's the best that I can do for you, my dear, like I've mentioned to you already. Slow down your video, pause, take notes, rewind, look at it well. Okay, and then of course at the end we need to fix all of our stuff up, right? All of our poor leaves. So basically now you would follow through with the video of the pattern in order to start attaching your flowers into the base pattern. So 1 chain single, 1 chain, and 3 double crochets. Okay, this is perfect to use on any pattern you'd like for everyone, not just Miss Jane. So 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and single on my single. Okay, so continue on the rest of the tutorial with the video with the pattern. Thank you so much, everybody. Miss Jane, I hope this helped you. Until next time. Bye.